One theme that I think we've got to be watching out for in terms of Trump is, and this is a problem because I think this is where we're going to see our media completely fall down, insofar as our media is corporations, and they all have bigger fish to fry in their minds than holding Donald Trump to account or the Republican government. And so when it comes time, when we look at quotes from the chair of Time Warner, that I'm not worried about Donald Trump in the First Amendment, but those Democrats with their Citizens United, that really scared me, because that's a real assault on the First Amendment. When Jeff Bezos, is tweeting at Donald Trump, congratulations, buddy. When you've got, and Time Warner, of course, looking at that huge merger that they are pursuing, billions of dollars worth of merger. Maybe there are some entities like Verizon that want to get net neutrality gone. All of these things are going to be weighing on these people. And every time Donald Trump does one of these moves where he singles out a company based on whim, it sends that message that this is how things are going to operate. Twitter was bounced from a meeting yesterday between tech executives and President-elect Donald Trump in retribution for refusing during the campaign to allow an emoji version of the hashtag Crooked Hillary. This is according to a source close to the situation. Twitter was one of the few major it's funny, but here's
it's really
the thing.
Not funny.
But it's not funny.
Oh, it's horribly not funny.
Was not represented at Wednesday afternoon Trump Tower meeting attended by Tim Cook from Apple, Amazon's Jeff Bezos, Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg, Tesla's Elon Musk. Twitter, of course, has millions of people. It's worth, I don't know, its market value, of course, is that somewhere around $14 billion. Also, Twitter found itself standing apart from its Silicon Valley counterparts this week when it comes to Trump. It was the only major tech company to say on the record that it would refuse to participate in building a database of Muslims. This is, of course, an idea that Trump had floated. For all we know, that could be the real reason. But the Republicans have another reason. You tell me which sounds more legit. Apparently, let's listen to Sean Spicer on Steve Kornacki's show.
An incoming president use it before. You mentioned Facebook. You mentioned these major companies. Here's the CEO of Twitter.
Steve,
he's not on the list.
Steve, the conference table was only so big. Okay, there was a lot of companies, and if you go down the list of the top tech companies, I guarantee you'll find additional ones that weren't there. This was not an intentional slight, and it's frankly ridiculous that you're sitting around. There is only so many people that can actually sit around a conference table. It was packed, and there were tens, if not hundreds, of other companies and executives that were dying to get in this meeting.
There you go.
It was a packed crowd.
It is the primary vehicle that the American people have heard from their president-elect over the past 2 months. The primary vehicle. But, we only had 12 sandwiches, and we didn't want to be rude, so we didn't have them come.
How could you hate something but love it so much at the same time? Twitter.
This is the kind of crap we're going to be getting all the time. At least these guys are sort of like bad at it.
How many chairs must we have?
Jack Dorsey's got to play hardball and go after his fake Twitter followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We requested a larger conference room, but Peter said no.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here.
Subscribe.